Carmichael wanted it to happen. He didn't care about the records or even winning every race. He just wanted to go out on top. And now, after not missing a race for over 10 years, after lining up for 126 consecutive AMA motocross events, the champion is leaving 2007 behind with 5 straight wins. He's on vacation. For James Stewart, the first 5 rounds have been a double-edged blade. He didn't want to get beaten 5 times in a row, but he also didn't want to jeopardize a sure path to his first Premier Class title in the AMA Motocross. It's the beginning of a new era, round 6 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship at the legendary Unadilla Valley Motocross, next. They say this is the track who sorts those who can and cannot. We're about to find out as round 6 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship presented by FMF roars into action here at Unadilla. Hi folks, Lee Diffie along with Jeff Emig and Aaron Bates, and we are very excited about this 6th round of the championship. But before we get into the finer details, Jeff, big news coming from practice.
And this is the number 7 Monster Energy Kawasaki rider, James Stewart, going down early in the first practice. This is history repeating itself. Same thing happened last year, and even further back, he had another accident. That's 3 years in a row now that Stewart has had a hard fall here at Unadilla.
When you see one of the big guys go down, it takes you by surprise. With more about this, here's Aaron Bates.
Just 3 laps into practice, at only the 3rd turn, James Stewart take a horrific crash, high-siding his bike, and I tell you what, communication here at Unadilla is something few and far between. With 0 cell phone service, it's really hard to find any kind of update, but I'm standing here with Kawasaki team manager Mike Fisher. Mike, obviously an upsetting morning for you guys alone, but do you know the status and the condition of James Stewart at this point? I don't know the status right now. He complained of some back pain up near his neck, and so we want to make sure he gets checked out, at a hospital nearby, and we can get email here through our truck. So we're going to wait for our email report from the people at the hospital, and I hope he's okay. How is team morale at this point? Well, we're of course disappointed a bit. We're not so much disappointed. We're just, I guess, sad because he was, he's riding good. We tested all week. We made some changes to the bike that were favorable for him. He just hit a slick spot that he didn't think it had, or he thought it was good. He thought it got good traction. But Timmy, on the other hand, is in 3rd in the points now, and he has a good chance to make some ground and maybe pull away from the guys in 4th. Now, James, is it safe to say is not expected to race today whatsoever? Yeah, he won't race today. Yeah. We wish him a very speedy recovery. James Stewart at the local hospital getting evaluated as we speak. Hopefully we'll have an update for you later this afternoon.
A progressive direct pre-race report we were not expecting. So no Carmichael here, no Stewart here. The top 2 in the championship gone. That opens it up for everybody else.
For everybody else to win an overall, but as you look at the points, even if Tim Ferry wins both motos today, he would still be shy of the points lead.
Best result overall this year for Timmy Ferry is a 3rd. Can he make that a 1st today? What about Kevin Windham on board his Sobe No Fear Honda, and Mike Alessi, who we saw, who was electrifying at Redbud.
And if I'm one of these guys, I'm going to let it all hang out today because this is a gift for these riders. Great opportunity to win an overall today here at Unadilla.
We could see some of the closest racing all year long when we come back to Unadilla Motocross Moto 1 right after this. And a quick reminder, you can now get all the breaking news and in-depth analysis and more with the Motorcycle Racing Report only at speedtv.com. The keyword is green, and that's thanks to Kawasaki. We are preparing for Moto 1, and the weather has been a topic of discussion, and it continues to be. Take a look at this. It has given the riders a little extra to think about as we have the on-bike camera with Jason Thomas. He will give us this point of view, but for how long? The rundown for the Monster Energy Unadilla National, as always, and it's very simple. The top point scorer from both motos will take the overall victory, and that's the question that needs to be answered.
And you can see right now one of the very best mud riders, David Vuillemin. He's thinking, okay, Stewart's out, Carmichael's not here. I have an opportunity to win this overall here today.
Suzuki starting grid on your screen, and you may have seen Bike 7, James Stewart on there. He actually posted a fast enough time in the very few laps that he did, good enough to be in amongst the faster guys.
So his first 2 laps of practice were quick enough to be in the qualifying position. Unbelievable, but he will be missed today.
So, talk about challenging conditions for the opening moto of the weekend here at Unadilla. This has given the boys something a little extra to think about. Moments away from the start, the Honda Performance Skycam just paints a pretty bleak picture, doesn't it? And it is about to get extra challenging. Gates drop. And they are going to earn their money today here at Unadilla. Alessi with the whole shot.
It's a drag race to the second turn. Michael Byrne clips him.
Here comes Windham on the outside. We saw it at Red Bud. We see it again here today. The Red Bull KTM is blistering out of the gates.
And what's going to be so challenging about the track at this point is that it's got a pretty hard base right now, and there's a lot of rocks. Rocks are about the size of a shot put, maybe a little bit smaller, but they're hard, and when they get wet, it's going to get extra slippery. That's why the whole shot here that Mike Alessi's got in the good start by Kevin Windham is going to be key towards winning the overall here today.
Grant Langston, center of your screen on the Yamaha Bike 8, finding the preferred line. Tedesco on the Makita Suzuki. Without his teammate this weekend, if you've just tuned in, no Ricky Carmichael, he's taking a break. He'll be back later in the year at Millville. And no James Stewart due to that practice crash. But this is your race leader, Mike Alessi.
And this is what the riders' goggles will look like, but they will have laminated tear-offs or what's called a roll-off system, where they'll have up a laminated tear-offs, give you 20 or 25 pulls, chances to pull it off, clean the goggle. A roll-off, you're going to have upwards of 50 pulls, 50 chances to clean your goggles, and they're going to need it here today at Unadilla.
Davi Millsaps in the mix as well.
Grant Langston just behind them with a decent start. Grant Langston, definitely a fighter. He is going to be really good at this track here today.
And I have to say, from early on, it's refreshing. This is good to see Windham up at the front of the pack.
Well, it's one of those races here today with Carmichael not racing, going into retirement, Stewart with an injury from a crash in practice. It's anybody's race today. Mechanics, fans, everyone making bets today. Could be upwards 6 or 7 different riders that could win this. And the last rider that actually won this event besides Ricky Carmichael is Kevin Windham, set in second place. So if you're a betting man, Kevin Windham has to be the favorite for today.
Motocross class races we've ever seen.
It is very, very tough out there right now for these guys. As we take you back to the Progressive Direct whole shot replay and just a look at what Alessi does from the start.
And you can see the rain coming down. Alessi, being a great starter, gets the jump, powers the Red Bull KTM to the first turn. He has Davi Millsaps just to his left and Michael Byrne to his right.
Body weight back towards the rear guard, maximum traction, driving off the gate, and Alessi continues to lead. Now the rain is easing, albeit slightly, so that's a positive for the guys out on track.
But it didn't stop these riders from just getting completely pelted with mud here in the opening laps. You can see how much of that dark New York dirt there is on the front of Andrew Short. But what that's going to do is if the rain stays off, the track is going to be primo here as the moto goes on and that racing line wears in.
Promising opening stanza for the Honda riders. Kevin Windham, Andrew Short, Davi Millsaps, all at the right end of the field.
You see Millsaps, he's really tiptoeing around that turn. Still a little bit slippery as the track wears on. Track's gonna get a little more traction. Fans gotta be loving it. This is classic Unadilla though. We've seen many mud races here before. This isn't quite gonna be that, but definitely challenging.
What does it do for the rest of the field Jeff, when there's no Ricky Carmichael, no James Stewart, does it lift their spirits and say, hey, I've really got a chance now at victory?
I would think that it lifted everyone's spirits all the way through the field. Unfortunate for James Stewart, setting second in points, that he has that problem in practice and is not going to have the opportunity to race here today. For the other riders, though, like I said earlier, there's upwards of 6, 7, 8 different riders, including Grant Langston, that have an opportunity and the potential to win the overall here today. And one of the odds-on favorites has got to be number 15, Tim Ferry.
Timmy Ferry, here he comes, putting the pressure on Langston. We'll see if he can get by him when we come back. Back at Unadilla, and Mike Alessi continues this very impressive run. He leads over Kevin Windham and Andrew Short and Ivan Tedesco in fourth on board his Makita Suzuki. Rain continues to fall, however it is easing, which is a good sign as we get deeper into this opening moto.
And you can see between first and seventh there's not too much gap. We're used to seeing in this Carmichael era the difference between first and second or third ends up being 20 or 30 seconds. So today we are being treated to a real special event, a real opportunity, a great opportunity for somebody other than Ricky Carmichael to win Unadilla, which we haven't seen since Kevin Windham a few years back.
Alessi stood on the podium overall at Red Bud. It was a really encouraging weekend for him, and he's showing us here that this is not a flash in the pan.
It is not at all, and getting that hole shot and getting out front is what's important. Tim Ferry, running third in points right now, is having to start, and if he wants to win this moto, he's going to have to go through all of the toughest contenders that are lined up on the gate here today.
Grant Langston on Davi Millsaps. Nice outside move. Millsaps tries to come back. Can't quite get there. Now Timmy Ferry will see this happening in front of him. Can he get up there and get amongst this? Be a part of it.
You can see different lines coming through the step-up section. These riders are surely getting the sign from their mechanic in the signal board area that Tim Ferry is on the gas and he's coming through. They need to pick it up, really pick up that pace and focus ahead. See the big sky jump. Langston and Millsaps and Ferry all starting to bunch up here. The heat has turned up, and this is the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. What's it going to be like for the lead?
Well, it's such a crucial day for Tim Ferry, for Andrew Short and Grant Langston. Only 4 points separate them as we take you back to the move the South African puts on Davi Millsaps. Check this out.
And you see Langston taking it outside, trying to find a different groove, and just stays a little lower over that tabletop and just accelerates down the downside, takes the position for Millsaps.
Windham has bridged the gap to Mike Alessi. So there's pressure at the front, there's pressure here for third. Andrew Short has Ivan Tedesco on his hammer.
Just a great race that's forming here today in the first moto at Unadilla. We have 3 separate battles within the top 7 riders brewing as we speak.
Tedesco, to date, perhaps has not produced the results many may have expected. It might turn around here today at Unadilla.
And maybe not what he has expected, which is the most important thing. And this has been a real off year for Ivan Tedesco. Champion in Supercross, champion in Lights Motocross. Cannot be happy with his finishes, but he has not given up, and he keeps working hard with Team Suzuki to try to come up with the best finish possible.
For the riders and teams, some relief. The rain, I'm pleased to say, has now stopped. And they can focus on the task at hand, and for Kevin Windham, that is catching Mike Alessi. Valuable championship points at stake for Alessi, who's 6th in the championship chase at the moment.
And there's only about 10 seconds separating first, which is Alessi, and Ferry here in 7th. This is a great moto going on. Grant Langston has worked his way past Millsaps. Ferry is getting held up behind there, taking so much roost off that 450 Honda, using up his tear-offs or roll-offs. I'm not sure which one he's using at this point, but that's going to be key as the moto goes on. If he runs out, as he charges towards the front.
This is good. This is good. Millsaps has got to know that Ferry is there. Inside, outside. Ferry sets it up. Right alongside Davi Millsaps. And Ferry pulls the move off and Millsaps nearly drops it.
And it looked like those riders were tiptoeing, but that was racing at its finest.
Davi Millsaps with his hands full, just trying to hang on to this Honda.
And you see Ferry just comes down the inside, just gets a little bit more momentum at the top, and he keeps it clean. Doesn't he got into Millsaps a little bit there, but he didn't really hit him hard. Just took the line away from him.
Back towards the front. Here's Short and Tedesco, Honda and Suzuki, and look who's in the background. Grant Langston. Here he comes.
This is the battle for third, starting to shape up. Tedesco's been taking roost for a few laps now from Andrew Short, but he's not letting up. He's trying to work his way into a podium position here in the first moto.
How do you think the track's riding at the moment with a little bit of rain? It's moist, there's no dust. You told us about the rocks being slippery earlier, but how does it look?
The track looks great at this point. I really like how it's shaping up. I'm sure the riders are finding it extremely challenging, and especially when you add in the mix of battling with the other rider, head-to-head, wheel-to-wheel.
Tedesco's doing a great job. Ivan gets even closer now to Andrew Short. Thinks about it on the inside. Has options. He's working different lines. Does he get better traction? Does he get better drive? He's alongside Andrew Short now. Tedesco puts the move on the Honda man.
And Tedesco's going to have the inside line, makes the pass stick. Side by side, all the way off the off-camera. Just an incredible effort.
It's promising stuff from Ivan Tedesco. Round 6 action from Unadilla. The AMA Toyota Motocross Championship continues. Welcome back, everyone. Lee Diffie along with Jeff Emig and Aaron Bates. And we are enjoying a very different scene here.
And Andrew Short at the beginning of the moto was running third. He seemed very comfortable in that position. As Grant Langston takes the position, Short goes back one more position. Just a few laps ago came under attack from Ivan Tedesco. Grant Langston there. Now Tim Ferry's putting on a huge charge. Short looked comfortable earlier, now he's not so comfortable.
Alessi still leads this race from Kevin Windham, and this is a terrific scrap for a top 5 position. And Ferry, let's not forget, who was third in the championship at the moment. So a lot to be gained for the monster Kawasaki rider.
Well, and go back, remember Carmichael is not here today. He is on his way into retirement. James Stewart crashing in practice.
Puts the move on Short, and that was a mirror image of what he did to Millsaps, same corner.
Definitely Ferry is on the gas right now. He is feeling the flow, has got his lines dialed in, used the same line back-to-back laps to take position. He's got his sights set on Grant Langston now and a possible podium finish here in the first moto.
I think Langston has been good for Ferry too, just to pull him along, to give him something to chase. Here's that move.
Once again, down the inside, you can see the inside of the turn. Everybody started to push out, go through the grass. Just took advantage of that little bit of gap which Short left open.
Back at the front, it's KTM and Honda. It's Alessi, it's Windham. And Windham, who has such a storied past here at Unadilla. Success, this place brings a smile to his face. He could enjoy it again today, but he needs to get past this young flyer. They're as close as they've ever been. The pressure is on Mike Alessi. He looks over at Windham, takes the lead for the first time in Moto 1.
And these riders know just how important and what an opportunity they have here today to win this overall. Not many riders have had the opportunity in the past years, and so they're letting it all hang out here the first moto, really battling hard. And I think Windham might have used those lappers to his advantage.
Well, the fans are saying, is this 2003 all over again?
And you watch Alessi comes down here and just gets on the throttle, slides it sideways. Luckily, he kept it on 2 wheels, and the veteran Kevin Windham takes advantage of that. Just rockets around the outside and takes the #1 position here in the first moto.
These fans remember 03 when Windham beat Carmichael fair and square here at Unadilla like yesterday. And that Honda The 14 is back in front.
Well, you can hear the fans responding. Kevin Windham is such a favorite over all these years, all the great rides that he's put in national motocross competition. And today is no exception, definitely on the gas. But right now we've got Tedesco and Grant Langston going at it, and it looks like Langston
Got him.
gets up the inside. Classic move there, just stays low, tucks it in.
And Grant Langston and Tim Ferry continue to get stronger as this race gets older. While we're away, Ferry put a move not only on Langston, but on Tedesco as well. He is up into the top 3. Langston now 4. This is a great showing from both these guys.
And we take a look at Kevin Windham coming around, getting the white flag. This has got to be a great feeling. It's been a while since he's had a Moto win. 2 years to be exact. And well on his way, winning the first Moto here at Unadilla and setting himself up for a possible overall.
And it has been a long, long time since we have seen someone other than Ricky Carmichael or James Stewart with their name next to first place.
Tim Ferry here up to 3rd, has had an awesome ride here the first Moto, knows the opportunity that's been given to him, trying to take full advantage of it, get the maximum amount of points. Plus, he sets 3rd in the overall points race. Carmichael's out, Stewart's out for today. Big opportunity.
What a spread amongst the manufacturers too. Kevin Windham on his Honda, Alessi on the KTM, Tim Ferry here on the Kawasaki, and then Grant Langston on his Yamaha. Great diversity. Whoa, Timmy Ferry's dropped it. Down he goes in the most simplest of ways.
We got to see if he kept the engine running, see how many positions he's going to lose out of that. But Kevin Windham, awesome ride here, the first Moto, pumping his fist. Great victory.
Checkered flag flies. Well done, Kevin Windham. His first win in 2 years. Alessi grabs 2nd, and Grant Langston will come across the line to steal 3rd place away from Tim Ferry. Tedesco in the top 5.
Is your life lacking a little?
That if you're into high revving, tire shredding, wheel standing, 2-wheeled action, of course you are. Well, Superbikes is back for an all new season, and it's on at Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, of course, only on Speed. Well, that earlier rain shower has made the boys a little dirty. Well, dirtier than normal, as our race winner, Kevin Windham, takes a few moments to clean up. We'll take a moment now to hear from 3rd place man, Grant Langston. Here he is with Aaron Bates.
Grant Langston giving it a hard charge out there, making a couple of modifications to the bike as well. Grant, what have you done to the bike to make you so successful at this point of the season?
One of the most important things was we got the 2008 bike in, and we've been able to learn a little bit from that because they made some changes on the production version of the new bike, and it's really good. So we've used some of those from what we've learned from it. Hopefully I'll be able to ride the 08 pretty soon, but we just transferred it onto the bike that we have now, and it's been working pretty good. And the whole team Yamaha's been working great, and they've put their heart and soul into it, and I think it's paying off. I think we're getting where we want to be, and hopefully we can be up here more often.
A great result for Grant, and he will gain extra motivation from that heading into the next motos. We take a look at the Toyota scoreboard of Moto 1 results. Time now to hear from our man who picked up 2nd.
Mike Alessi wanting to prove to the world that his performance at Redbud was not a fluke. Mike, you were able to do just that. You were leading for most of that race, and then halfway point, Kevin came up on you. Are you satisfied with your race nonetheless?
Yeah, it was a good race, and I got the whole shot, and was riding good. Rode my own race, Kevin just got me when I got into the lappers. That kind of held me up, and he capitalized on the mistake I made, and but it's okay, come back second Moto strong. I just want to thank all the guys at Red Bull, KTM, Alpine Stars, Smith Goggles, Shark Helmets, and Dunlop Tires. Everybody's working great, and all my sponsors, I appreciate it.
Well, 3rd was his best at Red Bud. He's gone one better. He's gone 2nd. Now let's hear from our winner.
It's been since 2003 since Kevin Windham has taken a win at an outdoor national. Kevin, a new spark of life coming here to Unadilla this weekend. What made the difference?
Well, I've just come in with a whole new outlook. You know, things weren't going the way I wanted them to go, so I took a little step back and, you know, reevaluated the whole situation. And, you know, the Sobe No Fear Samsung Honda team just stayed behind me. And it really pays off when you get up here, especially this part of the season. You know, it's time for me to come out strong and pull my head out of my butt, for lack of a better word.
Well, some honesty there from Kevin Windham. Now, are you an AMA member? If not, why not? It's time to call and it's time to join. 1-800-AMA-JOIN or AMADirectLink.com. AMA Rights, Riding and Racing. Time for a quick break. We will come back to Unadilla to see if Windham can get the overall. 2 from 2. We'll see. 2 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championships from Unadilla. It's round 6. We're at the halfway point of the 07 Championship. And Kevin Windham was our first moto winner. We'll see if he can make it. 2 from 2. Jason Thomas again has the on-bike camera. Here's Aaron with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
A quick update on James Stewart, the number 7 aboard the factory Kawasaki. I was able to speak with team manager Mike Fisher in between first moto and second moto here. Find out the update and the condition of James. Well, it seems as though he's gone to the local hospital and he had x-rays of his neck and back. Nothing was found to be broken. He was released from the hospital. He's able to fly home and get reevaluated by his own personal doctor, and we hope to see him back next weekend for Washougal.
Yes, Aaron, we do, and with any luck, we may even see him at the next round at Thunder Valley. As we take you to the point situation heading into this second moto, look at that. Tim Ferry, Grant Langston tied for third on 179. We'll keep a watchful eye on those boys. Ready for Moto 2 here at Unadilla. Gates drop. Thomas gets a much better start than the opening moto. He has a quick look around to see where he is. He's right towards the front of the pack. And it's Davi Millsaps with the whole shot.
Great start by Davi Millsaps. You remember in that first moto, he was just to the left of Mike Alessi, almost had it. This time he corrects that mistake and grabs the whole shot here in the second moto. It's what you need. You see the track's dried out quite a bit from the first moto. He needs to get out front, put in the fastest laps he can, and establish a lead.
It is Honda 1 and 2. Davi Millsaps, Andrew Short, then Mike Alessi. And it looks like Ivan Tedesco with a very strong start. He sits fourth. Where is our Moto 1 winner, Kevin Windham? We'll find out. There he is, sits in the top 5.
Honda is all over it here today at Unadilla. I think there's a problem with Mike Alessi's goggles. Take a closer look there.
Yeah, did you see something flapping around? There it is. It's the band, it's the goggle strap. Oh, down goes Langston on the opening lap. And has lost something like 10 positions.
So Langston is going to have to ride from back in the pack once again.
Whoa, Tedesco. Big tank slapper one side to the other and manages to stay on.
And Kevin Windham managed to make the pass and not get swallowed up in that mistake by Tedesco.
Here's the Progressive Direct whole shot replay. It was all Davi Millsaps.
From way on the inside, he really had a good drive out of the gate.
So let's see if we can find out any more of this goggle problem with Mike Alessi reaching for his goggles there.
But I'll tell you what, Lee, if his goggles are off at all, if there's a problem with it, he is going to have some major problems winning this moto here at Unadilla. It doesn't look like his goggles are off, but it looks like that maybe the tear-offs have came loose from the... Yeah, he still has his goggles on.
Right behind Andrew Short, still runs third. Defense from Kevin Windham. The climb up this steep uphill grind.
Now, Mike Alessi will have the opportunity to stop into the mechanics area and get a new pair of goggles if he chooses to. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. He throws his hands up, pulls his goggles off, heads into the Red Bull KTM pit.
Can you believe it? And he's sent. That was quick, that was efficient, but it is going to hurt Mike Alessi. He still has time, though, to play catch-up.
I believe that that was the right choice. Make the switch now and get on with the race. Because if he doesn't have tear-offs or roll-offs, it's going to be tough to make it through the whole moto here.
And that takes one more out of the way for Kevin Windham. And his search for a second win here today at Unadilla Here's Erin with more on the Alessi situation.
Over the last couple of weekends, there's been a lot of the leaders pulling off and having issues with their goggles, but you just witnessed Mike Alessi pulling off in the mechanics area as well. Really brief pit stop at that, got himself a new pair of goggles, and back out he went flying through the mechanics area back onto the racetrack.
Good analysis too, Jeff. Take your medicine now and get on with it. And that's exactly what Alessi's done. Here's Ferry. Ferry's chasing Windham. The Kawasaki man was able to pick it up and salvage a top 5 in the opening moto.
And I tell you, that mistake at the end of Moto 1 for Tim Ferry could be costly here as far as the point shakeout. Could have had a third, ended up with a fifth.
The big bonus is that Langston dropped it early in the second moto. Oh no. Davi Millsaps has had a second in a moto. He's had a third in a moto. He's had a third overall, but he is yet to win. This could be a magical moment if Millsaps can hang on in this second moto.
Great battle between the two factory Honda riders. Getting out there off the start, finding good lines, but they have got some serious competition brewing behind them.
It is all red. Honda 1, 2, 3. Millsaps short. Windham.
This moto a little bit mixed up. Remember, Millsaps was 7th the first moto. His teammate running just behind him, Andrew Short there, was 6th. Could really shake up the overall point standing here today, but the man to beat is right now is the running 3rd. That's Kevin Windham taking that first moto win.
Yeah, and Windham may have... Oh, down goes Millsaps. Davi Millsaps has dropped it whilst in the lead. He drops to 3rd. Has he dropped to 4th? Needs to salvage something here.
What a disappointing fall for Davi Millsaps. Had the second moto totally under control.
Very frustrating situation, and similar to Tim Ferry, in what you could categorize as a simple fall.
And watch Millsaps come around here. He's in the line right in the middle, has his foot out, puts his foot back on the peg, just gets on the gas, and the rear wheel just spins out from under him. Just a simple little fall, but it was so costly at a really bad time.
And through goes one teammate, another teammate, and then Tim Ferry. So Millsaps drops to 4th. Andrew Short is our new moto leader. Here comes Ferry on Windham. He had the fastest lap in the opening moto by almost a full second over Grant Langston. Threw away a podium on the final lap of that moto, and now he wants to rectify that situation.
Wyndham and Ferry, both two of the veterans in this class. Short, this is his first year in the Premier class. Both these riders know that an opportunity to win overall here has been few and far between, and so both these riders putting out a huge effort right now, letting it all hang out. Look at Ferry using the outside lines, trying to find a way past Wyndham, who's so strategic, taking those inside lines, trying not to lose any momentum.
Ferry alongside Windham and blast past him. Windham has the inside run here, but Ferry makes the move stick. Great riding, Tim Ferry.
Nice move coming down into gravity cavity. Just cut to the left, stayed a little lower going in, a little lower coming out. Takes that move. Now, this is where that fall in the first moto is going to play such an important part, and it's going to be favorable for Windham.
Ferry started the year in such positive style at Hangtown with consecutive third placings in both motos, 3rd overall behind Carmichael and Stewart. He's been one of 5 different third place getters this year. Ferry at the opening round, Davi Millsaps, Grant Langston, Chad Reed, and Mike Alessi. It's kind of like who wants 3rd.
Yeah, exactly, and you see Ferry was really stretching it out as we go back to Mike Alessi, who's worked his way up to 6th after having to pull into the mechanics area, get a fresh pair of goggles on the very first lap. Great ride by Mike Alessi. You see him really letting it hang out. He has been on the gas lately. Redbud had a good ride and has really been riding well here again today. So unfortunate that he had to pull in, get those goggles, and drop back here in the second moto.
The view from above. This is Tim Ferry reeling in, race leader Andrew Short. And the way that Ferry is going about things, I think Andrew Short's time at the front will be short-lived, pardon the pun.
Short putting in a great ride, though. He's been nice and consistent all day. I don't think that sixth in the first moto was quite what he wanted because he started a little further up. But consistency is going to build that foundation for the future. He's gaining valuable experience here for motocross races to come. But Tim Ferry has got all the experience that he needs. He's been around for a long time, and he's been riding awesome all year long. Supercross was awesome, has had a great motocross championship also.
One overall motocross victory in the top class at Glen Helen several years ago. Can Tim Ferry go all the way here today? Well, Windham is very strongly placed, so it'll be an interesting one to see how this plays out at the end of Moto 2.
Well, you see Ferry trying to make another move on the lead, but we don't see Windham in the picture.
Inside! How about that, Jeff? As quick as you like.
Just found a good line and accelerated down the inside. What I was saying is that Windham is out of the picture. Windham knows that he doesn't have to win this moto to win the overall.
That's right. Fourth place will be enough for Windham.
Do you ever have trouble?
Of round 6 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship here at Unadilla. Welcome back, folks. Lee Diffie, Jeff Emig, and Aaron Bates. The view from the Honda Skycam sees bike 15, the monster Kawasaki of Tim Ferry, the moto leader, and in convincing fashion. There's Andrew Short, and then a gap back to his Honda teammate in Kevin Windham, the opening moto winner. Millsaps after picking up from that earlier fall. And speaking of the fall, Jeff, how crucial was that and how much impact did that fall have on Timmy Ferry and the chance to win the overall?
Yeah, Ferry falling on the last lap of the first moto, going from 3rd to 5th, cost him 4 points. In the overall scheme of things, this has made it easier for Windham because Windham, as it sits right now, he's in 3rd. That's going to give him a 1-3. 45 points. Ferry going to be just shy of that, but still a great ride by Tim Ferry here the second moto. And for the day on a whole, Tim Ferry has really came through the pack and showed that he is the dominating rider here today.
I know that many of you tune in at different times. If you are one of the late to tune in, no Ricky Carmichael here. He's phasing out and phasing into retirement. One more motocross event left for RC. James Stewart fell heavily in practice earlier today and was taken to hospital, obviously not able to compete. So that has opened things up for the rest of the field, and we have enjoyed some good, close, hard motocross racing here at Unadilla today. Ivan Tedesco, top 5 in the first moto and heading in the same direction here, but Timmy Ferry sees the white flag with a clear track ahead.
What a dominating moto for Tim Ferry, and with a little better start that first moto, he would have been right in there. Kawasaki, this could be a slight consolation for not having their superstar James Stewart here today. But Tim Ferry's put in a great ride. Fans are really responding too. Tim Ferry's been around a long time and he's definitely a fan favorite.
He's pumped too. He can again say that he is a moto winner in the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship.
And we have to keep an eye. You have to keep an eye on Kevin Windham here, because just like we've seen Ferry in the first moto fall on the last lap, this isn't over till it's over. So Ferry still might have a slight chance to win this overall, although Kevin Windham, a veteran, definitely has the experience to take home the gold.
There are some good young riders coming up through the ranks in the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship, whether it be in the lights or here in the motocross class. But it's kind of nice to see the veterans do it, Windham and Ferry.
Well, it definitely is, and Andrew Short here in the middle of a veteran sandwich. This is his first year in the Premier class, and this is going to be his best moto ever in this class. And great rebound from the first moto where he started up front and faded back a little bit. Just seemed to lose his rhythm. Here this moto, not lost any rhythm at all, just been solid all the way through.
Mike Alessi further back is still in 6th after that problem with his goggles on the opening lap. He will be frustrated by that, but a tremendous display of determination to come back. Vuillemin's in the top 10, and Grant Langston, after we saw him with some problems earlier where he fell at the beginning of this moto, has worked his way into the top 10. But it's all about Timmy Ferry and his Monster Energy Kawasaki. He is coming home.
Definitely a great ride as you see him come by. The fans are cheering him on. Ferry knows that he's going to win this moto here. Doesn't know if the overall is going to be won yet, but still a great ride.
Taking it cautiously, the climb uphill for the final time. The checkered flag is waiting for Ferry. Kevin Windham, Moto 1 winner. Tim Ferry, Moto 2 winner. They share the spoils, but where does Windham come home? I don't think it's going to be enough for Ferry. They're short, and Windham will grab third. He brings it home and takes the overall. We'll hear from him when we come back.
Is your life lacking a little
Excitement we've just seen, you can watch it all, whether it's Supercross or Superbike, on Speed On Demand online. And it's all free, courtesy of Yamaha. Log on now to speedtv.com, and the key word, of course, is Yamaha. We are back to wrap things up from Unadilla, and what these fans heading home, I'm sure will have to say a memorable round for a variety of reasons.
And a memorable round for Tim Ferry coming back to win that second moto. Consolation for Team Kawasaki, having James Stewart go out earlier in practice. One man's lost, another man gained. A happy Kevin Windham at this point, winning an overall.
The cleanup continues. Aaron will talk to the boys shortly. But what a day here in upstate New York. The Toyota scoreboard shows us Moto 2, Ferry, Short, Windham, and Millsaps. That was a good comeback to finish fourth after dropping the bike whilst in the lead. Let's hear from our third place man.
Andrew Short pulling it together for the second moto. Andrew, a little bit of frustration during that first moto. What made the second moto so much different?
Just because I let the team down, you know. I was up there and I rode a good first half of the moto and just fell apart. So I know I can do it, but I just tried, you know, extra hard, put a lot of heart into it, and it turned out good for me in the second moto.
As you may have seen from that graphic, best ever result for Andrew Short. Incidentally, he becomes our sixth different third place getter in the overall for the round.
It's been a while since we've seen Tim Ferry take a moto win, 2003 at Budds Creek to be exact, but Tim, 2001 you were managed to get a moto win here as well. What is it about this track that seems to work for you?
You know, I don't know. I think it's kind of like real motocross. It's really fast, and I knew Kevin was going to be fast coming in here. He's won a lot of races here, and you know, we worked on our setup this week, spent a bunch of time in California. Got the bike working better, obviously. My starts kind of struggled, but I got to thank the guys, Kawasaki, Monster, O'Neill. They got me, they're helping me get up here right now.
And how about that fight for third in the championship? Carmichael stays on top, and Stewart's points didn't change because obviously he didn't race. But Ferry, Short, Langston, Alessi, it's getting very, very interesting for that third spot, isn't it? Now let's hear from the man who won the day.
It's been since 2003 since this guy has taken an overall win, and it happens to be here at Unadilla. Kevin, you come in with a whole new motivation this weekend. What was the difference?
Well, I think it's just this Unadilla track and this Unadilla crowd. You know, they've been so good to me over the years, and I've had some epic battles here over my career, and it feels great to be up here on the podium again. My Sobe No Fear Samsung Honda's been working great, and man, they've been giving me the goods. I just hadn't been putting it up here. It feels really good today.
What a great feeling it is to win an AMA motocross event, be victorious on a day like this. It's so grueling, in Unadilla, legendary track. Great ride, Kevin Windham.
Well done, Kevin. Well done, Honda. A very memorable weekend. The series now swings to Colorado, to Thunder Valley for round 7 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship. On behalf of Aaron Bates and Jeff Emmick, I'm Lee Diffie. Hope you enjoyed Unadilla. Kevin Windham certainly did.